Something else I wanted to share, something else that was hard for me after Brady passed away, was dancing. I was suddenly scared to dance. And for anyone that knows me, they know that I love to dance. It's been my thing for years. It's been my go-to for many years, for healing, for moving energy through me, for connecting with my inner divine feminine, for just a release. Dancing has been near and dear to my heart for so many years now. And when Brady passed away, I found myself fearful to dance. And now I know the reason behind it was I was scared to feel, because I know that dancing moves energy through me, and when we're moving energy through our bodies, it can lead to a release, whether that be tears or, I was going to say tears or sobbing. There's a difference, There's the quiet tears that just kind of roll, and then there's the guttural sobs. And dancing is such a beautiful way to express oneself. But when you're going through the shitstorm of grief, it makes sense that maybe we would be turned off from doing the things that help us release. Sometimes that release can be very scary. Sometimes we don't feel like we'll come out the other side of it. Sometimes we don't feel like we can survive. So yeah, that's another thing that I definitely avoided. I still somewhat avoid dancing. I'm working on finding that fire within me for dancing again, and I guess not finding it, but igniting that fire within me for dancing. But it's definitely something that's been really difficult since he passed away. It's something that we shared together as well. Like, Brady would expressively dance with me often. So now when I do it alone, sometimes it brings up really, really intense feelings of just sadness and heartache. And it's like a reminder that I am without my partner, a reminder that I'm alone. And I know on a spiritual level, I'm not actually alone, but on a physical level, I very much am. And so yeah, sometimes the things that we loved when our person was alive in the physical are things that can be really, really hard to access, to use, to enjoy. Sometimes the things that we loved, the things that we enjoyed, the things that brought bliss, suddenly just feel empty. Sometimes those things that we loved, that we enjoyed, that brought bliss can feel pointless, meaningless, can feel, or can remind us kind of what we don't want to look at, right? Like, sometimes dancing reminds me that I feel kind of like a shell of a person sometimes, or I'm just not vibrant like I used to be. And that in itself is something I'm grieving, right? I'm forever changed, and that's something that I'm working on finding acceptance with, and I'm working on loving myself through this transition. But it's really hard to look at something that used to bring so much joy, used to help me feel so aligned, so connected, and now it just doesn't hit the same way. So if you're whether you're grieving the loss of someone in your life, or you're grieving from changes, big life changes, or whatever, grief really affects the brain in a really crazy way. And I'm just here to remind you to give yourself a shit ton of grace, and just hold faith that it's not always going to be this way. You're not always going to feel this way. You're gonna have days where you feel really good and really aligned and really connected, and you're gonna have moments of joy. You're also going to have days or moments where shit sucks and it's hard, and you miss your person, or you miss who you used to be, or you miss the way life used to be, and that's okay. It's all okay. It's all just part of the path. So I'm sending you so much love and light, and yeah, take care of yourselves.